Welcome to Ashb TV. I'm your host, Ashb, and this program is set to empower, enlighten, and entertain you, darlings. Yes, that is what we're here to do. So what is Ashb TV? Well, Ashb TV, we're set here to really push you past your comfort zone. All right? I'm here to empower you guys, let you know that you can do whatever it is that you want to set your mind to. I'm here to enlighten you, all right? To give you some tips on maybe some health goals, maybe some fitness tips, maybe some stuff that you've never heard of, maybe just something just out of the box. I want to open up your mind, darlings. I want to open up your mind. And lastly, but certainly not least, I'm here to entertain, all right? So when I get invites to these VIP events across the southern region, I'm taking you guys along for the ride. Oh yeah. Now some of you might be looking and say, hey, you know, this chick looks a little familiar. I might have seen her somewhere. I started off doing print work, model work, catalog stuff, and so my face has been plastered all across the seas of different places. So you may have actually seen me at a show, fashion expo. There's any number of places that you could have seen my face. And I am a graduate of Columbus State University. Whoop, whoop, go Cougars. Go Cougars. Yeah, I graduated from Columbus State University with a Bachelor's of Fine Art in Communications as a Human Science. So after I graduated, I had my internship behind me. I had this experience. I had my demo. Moved back to Atlanta. I was like, yes, I'm going to go. I'm going to conquer. Yes, I'm going to take over radio. That's going to be it. Done deal. Well, things didn't exactly pan out that way. And Atlanta was not feeling your girl. Atlanta did not show Ash love. And I basically got a 9-to-5. I worked everything from food service, customer service, dress service, a little bit of everything, all right? I even worked in a haunted house one season. Tons of fun. So much fun. So in between that, I actually met up with an online station. I started doing promotions and publicity for them because I knew my resume and I knew, hey, this chick, you know, she's got a lot to offer and she's got the background. Why not utilize it? So I did that for several years. Came out of that, still didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. So I started scouting people. So I started to promote and scout independent music, indie artists in the southern region. So everything from hip hop, R&B, country, reggae, alternative, top 40. If they were independent, they knew me by some aspect. They knew about you, girl. They knew about, and by then I was going by the name Ashb. So I was Ashb then, and I began the Ashb podcast show, Live with Ashb. And that podcast really opened up a lot for me. A lot of doors opened up for me stemming from that podcast. And the podcast itself was just so enlightening because everyone has a story. Every single person has a story, a unique story to share. So it was great to connect with people from all across the globe. I talked to people in Greenland. I talked to people in Ireland. I talked to people in the UK. And everyone's story was different, unique, but they all had the same theme, and that was continuing to push forward. And so that has always been something that's really fueled me as a person as I've gone through life's challenges, as I've faced so many difficult situations and circumstances. I always hold still to, I'm important, I know who I am, I'm not going to let the world define me. And guess what? They're going to know about this chick. They're definitely going to know about me. So fast forward a little further, I started doing a little bit of life's issues and going through family things, and I really just didn't have anything for myself. So 2013, I decided, hey, I'm going to join the Army. Yeah, I'm going to join the Army. So I dropped 97 pounds off the bat because I was heavily overweight. And I started to train. I I started to study. I left for basic training December 30th. On December 31st, my mom passed away. There are no words to describe what a loss that is, because that's still something that I deal with on a daily basis. A lot of 2014 I don't really remember because I was just going through different phases. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I wanted to be. I didn't know what my purpose was and what I was supposed to be doing and where I was supposed to be and who I was supposed to be around. I hung out with the wrong crowd, unfortunately. I hung out with some people that saw my talent for what it was, utilized it to their benefit, and did not pour anything back into me. There I was, helping people build their brands, building their companies up, and no one stopped to think, hey, what does Ash want to do? Hey, Ash, have you thought about your future? What's going to go further? And even though that's not their job, but people with a conscience, a friend with a conscience is going to ask you, hey, what is it that you're doing? What do you want to do? And more importantly, how can I help? So I didn't have any of those type of people around me. And in 2015, I decided, you know what? I'm going to step away from all this craziness. I'm going to step away from all these situations and all these people. And I'm going to do something for me. What that is, I don't know. I have no clue in the book what it is that I'm going to do, but I know I'm going to do something great. So I separated myself from those people and those situations and stipulations. And I started to go into heavy meditation on what it was that I wanted to do. From that, I just asked the highest power, what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to be? What am I, all these questions, because I had all that noise going on with all those people that I wasn't thinking about myself and what I actually wanted to accomplish. So when I got rid of the noise and I was able to really sit and meditate and think about and pray on what it was that I wanted to do, bam, Ash Said It LLC was born. I think it's time for a break. Check out this message from one of our sponsors.
Lock Elegance specializes in sister locks, brother locks, and interlocks natural hair maintenance systems. Check out lockelegance.webs.com for more details. Getting a ride has never been so easy. Download the Lyft app today for your $50 credit. Use promo code AshbTV.
What's up, Atlanta? It's Ace here and Latasia.
Hey, how are you?
This is Live Well, and we're going to talk about how you can actually live well. So, Latasia, tell us a little bit about yourself first.
So my name is Latasia Wright. I do teach fitness here in the city. I do bar, I do cardio classes, HIIT classes. I've been in the industry for probably over 10 years now. Can't believe I'm getting that old. But I just love making people feel good about themselves, teaching them how to live a healthier life and not be so rigid. Like, understand that living well doesn't necessarily mean you have to be unhappy. So living well and being happy with what you choose.
Definitely. And with me, I've actually as well, over 10 years in the fitness industry. I teach bar and I also manage a cycle studio in Dunwoody. It's one of those journeys that I'm on right now, just trying to find a different part of it. I've started off bodybuilding and now I'm learning to love my body and treat it a little bit better than beating it up. One of the biggest questions that anybody would ask somebody if they were just starting out, where do I start?
Well, I think it's simple for getting started, and I would literally tell people just get started, because I think a lot of times when people want to get fit or they want to start eating right, they make these huge goals of like, let me go start CrossFit, let me eat only broccoli and chicken every day, and they don't understand why they fail at it, the why is too hard, and they give up on it, when the real honest thing is you set the goal too high. You went from 1 to 10 instead of just going to step 2.
Basically, to get started, first you have to train that mind. Training the mind first before training the body will definitely carry you through whatever resolutions, whatever commitment you decide to make. Commit to it. Make sure it's what you want to do. Make sure it'll fit in with what you want to do, and then just go for it. And then as far as just being able to pick even the smallest amount of exercise, wouldn't you say, like, just start with just 30 minutes a day? Maybe it'll grow to that hour. Maybe it'll grow to more. But right now, don't overwhelm yourself and just take small bites at a time.
Yes,
right?
Attainable, realistic goals. It would be the idea to do it. You can always have that big goal. If your goal is, I want to be a CrossFitter. My best friend does CrossFit and it seems amazing, but you never work out. Don't go step in that CrossFit class and get intimidated and shut down and then never want to go back and get ashamed. First of all, never be ashamed. We all had to start somewhere. Don't compare someone's ending to your beginning. So just start somewhere, and that may just be working out and build yourself to the point where my stamina is good enough now. I may try that class, and know that it's going to be challenging. It's supposed to be in order to change you. So yeah, I definitely agree. It's got to be attainable, and you got to create a plan.
That's right. And make sure you have the right story that you're telling yourself. You tell yourself the right story that you can. I can, I will, you will. I mean, how much does nutrition count when it comes to fitness?
Oh, it's 80% of it. And me being a fitness professional, I've naturally been active my whole life. So I won't sit here and lie to you and say that I love working out my whole life. I've been in dance, cheerleading, those things are physically active. But when I got out of school and didn't have a schedule where I was taking 6 dance classes a day, it changed up for me a little bit and realized like, hey, I may need to go to the gym a little bit more. And I didn't love going to run and get on the treadmill. That just wasn't my thing, but it's necessary. You work out, and then as the pounds start coming on for me, and I realized I would try to outwork out my diet, it doesn't work. I've tried it. I'm here to tell you right now, drink your beer, eat pizza and wings, and then just trying to do 4 extra hours at the gym, it doesn't work. Your body isn't being fueled properly enough to sustain those workouts for your body to even get a good workout, and then you're just putting too much in and too much stress on your body for it to work out. So nutrition is everything. You have to eat well for anything to work out. So what tips would you give for people eating well? Like, where should they start with that?
Oh, definitely a good question. I would say as far as nutrition, just trying to find just the right thing for you, the right plan for you, just because each food, you cannot look at it as bad or good. You have to look at it as, is this nutritious for me? Is this what I need right now? What is my body craving? That is number one. Listen to your body. Your body will tell you. So I would definitely say, as far as just clean eating, you just got to find the right plan for you. Whether that is, certain diets, just don't hop on that bandwagon. Don't hop on that trend. It's not a trend. It's a lifestyle. You got to commit to that, being a lifestyle. So, Latasha, do you have anybody that keeps you accountable, or are you kind of like that sole person for yourself that you can keep yourself accountable?
My best friend Corey introduced me to some wellness solutions that took me on a different path and took me on a path of personal development, and she's kind of my accountability partner. We check in, even on the emotional mindset stuff you were talking about. I'll have a moment like, girl, I'm feeling really down about this. She's like, nope, we focus on the good stuff and we keep going. So she's definitely my accountability partner, and I think it's key to staying on track when you're trying to change something about yourself, no matter what it is, whether it's in the health and wellness, whether it's in your job, whether it's in your relationship. You have to find somebody that holds you accountable in this world with you.
Speaking of relationship, I know you've had many clients ask you, my husband doesn't eat clean, but I'm trying really hard, but he's bringing in pizza, he's bringing in Italian, he's bringing in Mexican, just all the bad stuff that they quote unquote call bad. But what advice would you give them to just stay on track regardless of that partner?
It is definitely challenging. I mean, you think about alcoholics, someone's trying to recover from being an alcoholic, you can't put them in the middle of a bar. It's challenging. But when you've hit that place where you're committed and you're ready to change, you can't really be wavered. And if you do, don't beat yourself up. If I go eat a pepperoni off my husband's pizza and I'm on my whole, like I'm eating healthy thing, it's just one pepperoni. You're not going to die from eating that pepperoni. Enjoy it and move on. Right. I think what most people do is like, see, I knew I couldn't do it. I had the pepperoni. I'm bad, so I'm just going to go ahead and have a whole pizza now. Don't do that. Enjoy that moment and just keep going on the path that you went to. It's about balance in the end anyway, so you hope to get to a point where you can eat the pizza and eat whatever you want more than the pizza. So just stay on track, and it's good to have the family doing it with you, but sometimes you have to be the example, and then your husband will follow, your best friend, or whoever.
That's exactly right. Staying true to it, and also you can always swap out for healthier options. Whether, he may want pizza, so you're going to make a cauliflower pizza. If he wants buffalo wings, make those cauliflower buffalo wings. You know what I mean? It's literally just swapping out for healthier options to stay on that clean path. How can people follow you?
So 2 ways people can follow me. I do have an Instagram and a Facebook page. Living Well with LT is my Facebook page, and then LT Living Well. There's just 2 pages of me basically showing you my journey of how I live well, how I'm pushing forward to change my body and change my life, and inviting you to live with me and change it along with me as well.
So number 1, live well. Thanks, y'all. Have a great day.
You guys will be able to check out everything on ashbtv.com. And of course, you can follow me across social media at OneLoveAsh.
all the facade finally came off. Katheryn really gets to this coming season, let her hair down. And that's not to say that she hasn't had those moments in previous seasons, but you know, we've all heard Jim for endless seasons say, I'll handle it. Well, that lasted about just long enough. And so I like where Katheryn's going. I like that finally everything just came off and she's able to be the woman that she's always been. It's always been there. It's just that she's had to kind of keep it hidden, and makes me thrilled. And I think you're going to enjoy seeing what she does this year.
Well, you know, I've always enjoyed the evolution of Veronica from where she started in season 1 to where she is now. I think that you can expect more of her devious ways, but I just love that she came from a place of sort of just standing back and taking everything in to being really a player in manipulating everything. So I think you can see what happens as a result of all of that.
Well, I love where my character's going. You know, in the beginning, I was just having a lot of fun playing with the, you know, being a blue collar, hard-working brother and trying to do the right thing for my family. You know, I empathize with that in my own life, just taking care of my mom and dad. The tough part about it, whether it's experiencing it or actually watching it, is, you know, eventually, you know, if you're always doing, you're always giving, sometimes people take advantage of that. You can be like a pushover, you know what I mean? So when you see Benny in his first couple seasons, you know, I love the love that he shows for his family, but, you know, I wanted to see him, you know, put his feet down, you know, stand up for himself, you know, say no to his sister every now and then, do what's right for himself. So I really like to see where Benny's going, because he's getting a lot more stronger, and being able to stand up for himself and do what, you know, I think is what's best for him, as opposed to just always, you know, being the pushover to his mother and obviously to his sister Candace too. So I like his own 2 feet that he's standing on. He's starting to get a backbone a little bit, so I'm enjoying that. I like the arc where he's going. It's fun.
Renee, this is for you and Angela. Throughout the beginning, you have been the calm, cool, collective one, and you've put up with so much, from Jim to Wyatt to the death of your daughter, Amanda, just so much. And you have been the diabolical one, Angela. Now we have a new Ice Queen. How does it feel now that the roles have reversed going into the new season?
I don't think the roles are necessarily reversed. Angela and I have talked about this. I think we're more fire and ice.
She's fire, I'm still ice.
I enjoy it. I don't necessarily think, though, that Katheryn is the diabolical one. It's as much as she just snapped.
Right.
And but I think, like I just said previously, you know, letting her hair down, it's nice to be the one-up for Chase, because I've always kind of, you're right, been this sit back, and that doesn't mean it's always going to be that way, but it's finally, I'm just, you know, asserting myself, and it's, and even throughout the rest of the season, I think even you're going to see with some other characters, of which I won't give you the spoiler on, that, yeah, it's finally nice to be in charge.
I agree. I think we're fire and ice. I don't think we've necessarily switched places. We're two different characters. Ironically, I think Veronica also snapped in a different way. I don't necessarily think diabolical was the goal, but I do think a lot of things that happened caused her to snap, and she just chose to snap differently. But yeah, I love sort of what the characters are doing, and that there is no one on earth that is so powerful that they can't be sort of brought down by someone. So I enjoy that the character gets to have that moment of being afraid of someone. I also feel that, I said this earlier in an interview, I feel that out of all the people on the show, that Katheryn is who Veronica most wants to be. Because, there's nothing like old money. And Veronica's new money. So, you see it all in her cars and her shoes and her clothes and all that. That's what new money does. The old money can call the judge. So there's nothing like old money, and I think that's what she strives for, and so that's why she admires Katheryn so much.
Have-Nots is one of the most anticipated shows on OWN Network, so the expectations are very high for you guys. The bar has been set high, so what do you guys do to make sure that you're continuously on your A game and that you're not falling off?
Lots of things. I think first of all, it starts with our fearless leader. Tyler Perry's coming in there every day and he's leading the ship.
Right.
So we gotta, fall in line and do what's asked of us. So that's definitely the first thing. I think we all have different processes. For me, it's more about making sure I have everything in tune so I can play my full orchestra. What I mean by that is this, it's really important for you to be doing your scene study, right? With whatever acting coach or acting class that you might have. I think it's important to work on your voice also, right? I can say hello to everybody 10 different ways if I have control of my voice and how I'm saying it, right? Same thing with working on my body also. What do they say? There's a big percentage of language that's spoken through your body language, right? So you're working on that also. I've been in therapy for the last 2 years. That's actually helped me a lot also in my personal life too. But I really started just to be able to call on those emotions on demand, right? You call action, you got a week right now. If you haven't done that in a long time, you don't know what your triggers are. It might be kind of hard to do that. So I think it's really, staying diligent with whatever your process is. Everyone has a different one. And then, going and then just, putting your head down and following Mr. Perry. And he never steers us wrong. So it's pretty good.
Join in the celebration, ATL, and celebrate Ashby's birthday on April the 1st at The Color Run. Registration is open at thecolorrun.com. Our team name is Ashb TV.
What's up, Atlanta? It's your girl, Ashb. Back to it. All right, so this week in entertainment, we're talking about what the whole world is talking about. The Atlanta Falcons, the NFC champs, going to Houston Super Bowl. You guys have no idea. All right, so for all of those ATLians that may be new to the city or whatever the case may be, the Atlanta Falcons have not been to the Super Bowl since '98. I was in middle school, y'all, and I remember how the city absolutely positively lost its marbles. You could not go anywhere in the vicinity of Metro Atlanta and not see a vendor selling jerseys, plush toys, bottle openers, t-shirts, everything. You could not go anywhere without that love. And sure enough, I was going out to Wally World today, and sure enough, it's already started. It's already begun. This is so huge. So I'm so proud of the Falcons this year and everything that they've done. I salute you guys. I know that you're going to take the title home for us. 2017 is that year. Now, the Patriots are good. They're a good team, but we're better. And I know that there are some people that are saying, oh, well, the Falcons ain't really all that. I don't know where y'all were this season. I don't know. Maybe you didn't check out any of the games. That last game, the one that got them the title, the NFC title, that last game, everybody was hitting. The Packers didn't even score until the third quarter. Shout out to my quarterback, Matt Ryan, doing it up in a major, massive way. And, my personal favorite, Julio, he told me to wear the tiara, y'all. He said he liked me to wear this. I feel as though the Falcons are going to take the title from the fact that they just work collectively like beast out on that field. It's straight beast mode. You don't know who Matt's going to throw it to. Matty Ice. You don't know who Matty Ice is going to throw it to because he doesn't rely on one specific player. He's got a whole lineup of folks waiting to catch that ball. They worked their butts off to get to this place. And I couldn't be any more proud of my team going to the Super Bowl. 2017, Houston, stand up. Yeah, so, you know, we got a rep for it. But I'm super excited. I mean, there's so many big players in this game. I mean, Devontae Freeman, Keanu Neal, Mohamed Sanu. When I say Sanu been stepping up, get it, Sanu. But I'm so excited because the whole team has collectively come together. Dan Quinn, I don't know what he tells him in the locker room, but keep it up. Keep it up, because they go out there pumped on a mission. No prisoners. Let's get it. All right, let's get it going. Let's get it done. So I am so totally stoked about this game. The Super Bowl is going to be off the hinges. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Y'all have no idea. This is the first time that we have really been back in almost 20 years, like 19 years. Took us 19 years to get back to that place. But you know what? Now that we've actually gotten back there, I feel as though we're ready. We're actually ready to take that title, to take it on. Take it on. Stuff. So I really thank you guys for being here. I thank you. I can't thank you enough. I love you guys so very much. Keep pushing forward no matter what. Don't let anyone ever talk you out of your dream. Anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you turn and look them in the face and say, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. Because that's what we're doing this for. We're doing this for the history books. We're not doing this for social media fame. Instagram is nice, but real life is better. I love you guys. If you got questions, comments, concerns for your girl, you can always email me info@ashbtv.com. That is info@ashbtv.com. For more information, for a little bit of anything that you want to ask me, we're going to have an Ask Ash session too. So I will compile a list of questions that you guys sent to me, and I will answer them right here on the show.